What if I told you, the woman you're convinced forgot about you never actually did? Not fully. Not emotionally. She may look distant now. She may sound cold when she talks to you. She may even appear happy, smiling in photos, laughing with someone new, acting like the past doesn't exist. But here's the truth most people don't want to accept. Emotions don't disappear just because someone decides to act unbothered. They get buried. They get masked. They get redirected. And that's exactly what's happening here. Because when a woman hasn't truly moved on, she doesn't cut the emotional cord. She changes tactics. She switches strategies. She hides behind distance. She replaces vulnerability with control. And today, I'm going to break down 5 undeniable psychological signs that expose that shift. Signs that reveal she didn't let go, she just adapted. By the end of this video, you'll stop guessing. You'll stop replaying conversations in your head. You'll finally understand what her behavior really means, and more importantly, how to stay calm, grounded, and in control without chasing or losing your frame. So make sure you watch this till the end, because one emotional reaction, one impulsive message, one moment of weakness can undo everything you don't even realize is working in your favor. Let's begin. Sign 1, she casually reaches out, but never for anything real. If a woman has truly moved on, you wouldn't hear from her again. No messages, no small check-ins, no subtle just seeing how you're doing gestures. Nothing. Pure silence. But when she does reach out lightly, casually, almost like it's nothing, that's when you need to pay attention. She might send something like, "Hope you're doing okay. This reminded me of you." Reply to one of your stories with a single emoji. Ask mutual friends how you've been. On the surface, it looks innocent. Harmless even. Maybe you feel a little warm inside when you see her name pop up. But here's the catch, this isn't kindness. This isn't closure. This isn't friendship. This is testing access. And here's the psychology behind it. Notice what she doesn't do. She doesn't want to discuss the past. She doesn't ask for a real conversation. She doesn't bring up anything meaningful. Why? Because she's not looking for answers. She's not seeking resolution. She's looking for confirmation. She wants to know, do I still matter to him? Can I still get his attention? Does he respond the same way he used to? This is what psychologists call emotional reconnaissance. She's gathering intel without exposing her own vulnerability. And here's where most men unknowingly hand over their power. The moment her name lights up your screen, your brain reacts. Dopamine spikes. You feel the excitement, the ego boost. Before you even realize it, you're typing back too fast. You're explaining too much. You're being warm, emotional, eager. And instantly, the dynamic flips. She wasn't trying to reconnect. She wasn't looking for closure. She was measuring control, your control. So what do? You don't overreact. You don't ignore her completely. You don't overinvest or explain yourself. You stay grounded. Your responses, if you respond at all, should be short, calm, and neutral. A single measured sentence, nothing more. Because the moment she senses that you are no longer parked emotionally where she left you, something powerful happens. That tiny spark of uncertainty she created in you, it flips. Now she starts feeling the tension she herself set in motion. She starts craving the interaction. She starts obsessing over what you're doing, thinking, and feeling. That discomfort you create by not reacting impulsively, that is the beginning of obsession. And that is exactly how a man shifts the power back in his favor, without chasing, explaining, or begging. Remember, this isn't about ignoring her to punish her. It's about holding your frame, staying calm, and letting her actions reveal her attachment. Because in this small, casual reach out, she's already told you everything you need to know. Sign 2, she tries to provoke you emotionally. Indifference doesn't provoke. Indifference ignores. It doesn't seek attention. It doesn't manipulate reactions. So when a woman is still emotionally attached, but pretending otherwise, she starts using subtle provocations. You may notice things like posting another guy suddenly, almost as if to say, "Look, I'm fine without you." Showing exaggerated happiness, smiles that feel a little forced, or stories of fun that seem carefully curated. Uploading glow-up content nonstop. Fitness, style, travel, friends, but each post seems to whisper, "See what you're missing." Dropping captions that feel slightly targeted, almost like they were written for you, but vague enough to deny if confronted. On the surface, it looks like confidence, but it isn't. It's bait. She's not posting for the new guy even if he exists. She's posting through him, using him as a shield to mask the real target, you. Because if she were truly detached, your reaction wouldn't matter. She wouldn't care if you liked, watched, or scrolled past. But when she's still emotionally tied, she needs proof. Proof that you still notice her. Proof that you still feel something. Proof that you react. This is called reaction-seeking behavior, and it's extremely common when a woman hasn't emotionally let go. Here's the trap most men fall into. Watching her stories compulsively, thinking, I'll just see what she's up to. Checking her page, scrolling through posts she wants you to notice, responding indirectly, maybe with a like, comment, or story reply. Every single reaction you give feeds the loop. Every tiny acknowledgement reinforces the emotional pattern she's created. And here's the harsh truth. The strongest move is nothing. Silence is brutal, because when she doesn't get the reaction she craves, her mind starts spinning. Why isn't he reacting? Did I lose influence over him? Is he actually moving on? Every post she shared for effect now becomes a source of internal anxiety. Confidence turns into overthinking. Assurance turns into doubt. Curiosity turns inward, forcing her to examine her own emotions. And this is where the power shifts. Because a woman who is still attached is used to controlling attention. She's used to seeing her influence reflected in your responses. When that disappears, she starts chasing the reaction that's no longer there. And that's when you hold the upper hand without saying a word. The rule is simple. Do not react to her attempts to provoke you. Do not feed the loop. Do not validate her efforts. Let silence be your strategy. Because nothing frustrates and destabilizes emotional leverage more than calm, grounded, unmoved presence. And when she begins to question her own influence, her curiosity and even desire shifts toward you. Not because you chased, not because you competed, not because you argued, but because you stopped reacting. You became the man she couldn't manipulate with emotional games. And that is the moment real power begins. Sign 3. She monitors you quietly. This one is subtle, quiet, easy to miss. And because it doesn't come with messages or words, most men completely overlook it. She may not text you. She may not like your posts openly. She may not engage directly at all. But she watches. Your stories get viewed almost instantly. She likes photos from months ago. She follows people you follow. She blocks you, then unblocks you, then repeats the cycle. This isn't random behavior. And it's definitely not coincidence. This is digital surveillance. When someone has emotionally let go, they stop monitoring. They stop checking. They stop caring what you're doing, who you're with, or how your life looks. Indifference doesn't watch. So when she keeps checking your presence, your progress, your energy, your direction, it means one thing. You still occupy space in her mind. And not just casually, emotionally. She's trying to stay connected without exposing herself. She wants awareness without vulnerability, control without contact. And this is where many men ruin the advantage. They start posting at her. They post quotes. They show off indirectly. They try to send messages through content. That's a mistake. Here's the key. You don't post at her. You don't post for her. You live. You improve your body. You sharpen your focus. You build your work, your discipline, your purpose. You move forward quietly, and she watches you do it. Without access, without explanation, without reassurance. That imbalance is powerful, because now she sees growth, but can't participate in it. She sees momentum, but can't touch it. And that creates something psychologically dangerous for her. Loss of perceived control. Her brain doesn't get emotional closure. There's no final conversation, no clean ending, no confirmation that she still has influence, only unanswered questions. And unanswered questions don't bring peace. They create attachment. Her mind starts filling in the blanks. Who is he becoming? Is he happier without me? Did I misjudge his value? Why does he feel different now? And the more she watches without interaction, the deeper the curiosity grows. This is why silence paired with progress is so effective. You're not punishing her. You're not trying to impress her. You're simply living in a way that no longer includes her emotionally. And when a woman who hasn't moved on loses visibility and control at the same time, her attachment doesn't fade, it intensifies, because the version of you she's watching now is no longer the one she walked away from. And that realization stays with her far longer than any message ever could. Sign 4, she can't stop referencing the past. When someone has truly moved on, the past becomes irrelevant. No quotes, no subtle digs, no recycled memories resurfacing on social media, no indirect comments designed to pull attention. Because when she's done, it's clean. But when a woman hasn't fully let go, the past becomes a constant reference point. She may post things like, "Some people don't realize what they lost. I gave everything and got nothing. Funny how people change. Hope the next one treats you better." And on the surface, this may seem like healing, maybe even like she's moving forward, but it's not. This is called emotional looping. Her mind keeps returning to the same anchor point, you. Not because she consciously wants to get back together, not because she's planning to reach out, but because her emotions never finished processing the connection she had with you. Pain still equals connection. The emotional bond hasn't disappeared. It's just buried under performance, pride, or distraction. And here's the biggest mistake men make in this situation. They respond. They defend themselves. They explain. They justify past actions. Every word, every emotional response, every reaction feeds the loop. Exactly what she wants. It's one more emotional exchange to reinforce the attachment she hasn't let go of. But there's a stronger, smarter move. Silence. Let your lack of reaction do the talking. Nothing disrupts emotional looping faster than non-engagement. When she posts quotes or nostalgic content and you stay silent, she's essentially talking into a void. And that void does something powerful. It mirrors reality back to her in a way she's not ready to accept. You're no longer emotionally available. You're not reacting to her attempts to pull you back. You're not feeding her need for validation. You're living your life, focused on your progress and your purpose. And that's when the magic happens. The loop doesn't end, her mind keeps spinning. Because she doesn't have the old emotional access she once had. She doesn't know where you stand. She can't trigger the reaction she wants. She can't reclaim the emotional control she's used to. And that uncertainty, it's far more powerful than any argument, any explanation, or any chase could ever be. It forces reflection, self-awareness, and ultimately, recognition of what she still feels, even if she won't admit it. And that's the power of emotional looping handled correctly. You stay silent. You stay grounded. You let your absence speak louder than her words ever could. Because the truth is simple. If she keeps referencing the past, it's not because she's healed. It's because she hasn't, and her repeated attempts to revisit it only prove that you still matter, more than she admits. Sign 5, she's moved on, but it feels forced. She's dating, posting, smiling, but something feels off. The captions look familiar. The energy feels rehearsed. The happiness feels performative. That's because she didn't move on emotionally. She replaced stimulation, not attachment. Rebound relationships don't heal. They distract. And distractions fade. When the emotional imprint you left was strong, desire, tension, unpredictability, her nervous system remembers. And no replacement feels the same. That's why. She keeps showcasing it, keeps proving it, keeps comparing silently. Because she's not trying to convince the world. She's trying to convince herself. The truth most men don't understand. Here's the truth most men never see until it's too late. If you notice even one of these signs, she hasn't let go. She may look distant. She may act cold. She may even convince herself she's fine. But that isn't indifference. That's conflict. Indifference is calm. Indifference is quiet. Indifference doesn't test, provoke, monitor, or revisit the past. Conflict does. And this is where most men lose control. They sense the tension and rush to fix it. They chase clarity. They demand answers. They try to lock certainty in place. But the man who wins in this situation does the opposite. He doesn't chase. He doesn't explain. He doesn't defend himself or argue his value. He doesn't break frame. He stays rooted. Why? Because he understands something most people never learn. Emotional attachment never hides in words. It exposes itself through behavior. Words can lie, silence can lie, pride can lie, behavior doesn't. When a woman is truly done, her actions are clean. No curiosity, no reactions, no emotional leakage, but when she's still attached, her behavior becomes noisy, even when she tries to look calm on the surface. And the man who understands this doesn't panic. He doesn't seek reassurance. He observes. He lets time speak. He lets her actions reveal what her mouth never will. And that patience, that restraint, that's not weakness. That's power. Because when you stop reacting to confusion, you force clarity. And when you stop feeding emotional loops, They collapse on their own. That's how you stay in control. That's how you win without chasing. Final message, frame control. Here's the real difference between men who lose power and men who become impossible to forget. One reacts emotionally, he explains. He justifies. He rushes to prove his worth. The other stays composed. He watches patterns instead of words. He understands that silence often reveals more than confrontation ever could. One seeks reassurance. He needs to know where he stands. He needs certainty right now. The other becomes the standard. He doesn't ask to be chosen. He positions himself as someone worth choosing again. And that's the part most men don't understand. If she truly moved on, time will prove it. If she didn't, time will expose it even louder. You don't need to pull her back. You don't need to remind her who you were. You don't need to fight for a place she already gave up. Your only responsibility is this. Do not lower yourself while she's still figuring herself out. Because the moment you stay grounded, the moment you stop reacting, the moment you remove emotional access, she begins to feel the absence she created. Not because you disappeared, but because you no longer show up the same way, and that absence hits harder than arguments, harder than explanations, harder than begging ever could. This is how power shifts naturally, quietly, without force. So remember this. You don't win by chasing closure. You win by maintaining your frame. If this video gave you clarity, make sure you like, subscribe, and watch till the end of the next one. Because what I share here isn't comfort. It's control. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.